Vladdy could give you the opportunity to break his record. Does it feel good to break his strikeout record for right-handed pitchers in the organization today?
What was his record?
210.
Yeah, I guess so. Hopefully we can go at it again next year.
What did it mean, though, to put together 6 shutout innings for this final start of 2025?
Yeah, it was good. Good to get the win. Obviously facing Green, it's going to be a battle. So it was good.
Can you appreciate, going against him in this final one, all the dramatics, the fans, and what this meant to them as your final start?
Yeah, I mean, gives us a taste of, what's ahead for us. The atmosphere was just electric. And I wasn't out there for, most of the game after I came out. But just watching, it was unbelievable. So, hopefully we have that in Pittsburgh next year.
Is that one of the games that maybe will be a mental note as you move into the offseason with some motivation?
Yeah, I'm definitely glad it went 6 shutty rather than, 3 innings, 9 runs or something like that. It's a little better taste going into the offseason, but yeah, it's, you need something to, fuel you or whatever. So that's going to be up there for sure.
For someone who can appreciate getting better each year and always challenging yourself, I know numbers don't mean much, but what does it mean to finish with that sub-2?
Yeah, I got 100th worse than last year. I'm actually worse now than I was last year. So, no, I'm just kidding. It's cool. You don't. I don't come into the year with any numerical goals or anything like that, any stat goals, but it's a product of doing what you're supposed to do. It probably could have been lower, probably could have been higher, whatever, but just based on making pitches throughout the year, but pretty cool.
How could you have been 1/100th better?
I was 196 last year, right? I'm 197 this year. Just got to be better.
How aware were you of what you needed to do today to finish with that sub-2, and was it a little extra motivation trying to get that?
No, I mean, you got to throw zeros to finish with a sub-2, so I know it was a possibility. I didn't, do the math or anything in my head, but yeah, just biggest thing, wanted to, savor it, knowing that this was my last outing of the year, because, so I won't be doing it again for 6 months or so. It's kind of a tough realization. The past few days have been pretty tough for me, knowing that. So nice to have it over with. Wish I could keep pitching, just for the joy of pitching. And the sub-2 is, kind of a nice little byproduct of it, I guess.
Some guys in your situation with a sub-2 ERA after 4 or so innings, getting the strikeout record, they might have thought, okay, I'm done, I've accomplished those 2 milestones. What kept you motivated to go for the 5th and the 6th and keep pitching in this game?
Yeah, I mean, winning. We needed me to have a good start today. Obviously the guy who was on the mound for the other team, it was going to be a battle. Knew that going in, so it's just winning. I don't think it's having a sub-2 is great, but it's not. I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily a winning mentality to come out after 4. So I didn't think about it. I didn't know what my ERA was during the game. I wasn't checking or anything like that, but. Yeah, just about winning.
When you look at your personal expectations coming into the season, is there anything that stands out for you, maybe not numbers, but anything that you are particularly proud of that you achieved in terms of what you expected for yourself?
Yeah, how many innings did I throw this year?
188 or 87.
Well, yeah, 187. That one and 32 starts. That's it. Making all my starts and throwing 28 innings more than I did last year. It's pretty cool. That's it. 32 starts. That's pretty much it.
Did you campaign for the 7th?
No, that was all I had. To be honest, that was all I had in the tank. I kind of figured Steer was going to be the last guy. I kind of emptied the tank there. Yeah, that was all I had. that was 162 coming to an end.
Donnie was asked pregame if there was any season in particular, any particular single season performance that kind of compares to what you've been able to do this year, and he mentioned Justin Verlander in 2011 when he won the Cy Young and the MVP. Does it mean anything to you to just kind of be in that same mention of a guy like Justin Verlander, what he was able to accomplish during a really special season?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know his numbers off the top of my head. I remember him winning MVP. I remember Kershaw winning MVP. To win MVP as a pitcher means it's a pretty special season. So that's pretty cool. It's I definitely appreciate that from Donnie. He played with Verlander, played with Scherzer, played with a few legit dudes. So being able to have those comparisons, that's pretty cool.
I know you're not someone who's focused on awards, and obviously that's something that's voted on, but now that your season's complete, do you believe that you've done enough to win the Cy Young Award?
Yeah, I haven't thought about it a ton. It's unfortunately it's you can't have two guys win the Cy Young, so I don't really know what what my numbers versus other guys stacks up to. So we'll see.
Paul, now that you don't have to pitch again this season, what do you do the rest of the week? What are some things that you're planning to do these days, or is it right back to work for you?
Yeah, I gotta do some assessments and throw a bullpen and stuff like that. So my season's not over yet, but game-wise, I'm done.
Are you gonna miss us?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be seeing you guys though in the off season at some point.